Hello everyone and welcome back to the Oz New Zealand 4Key Mania Tournament 2025. I am Lusty Platypus once again. This time we're doing the Group B Week 2 winners bracket. We have DaimChocoBar versus ovrxz, seed 19 and 22 respectively. I'm very excited for this one. I'm also joined with another commentator. Say hello.
Hello. My name's Zero, and I'm excited to commentate this match. This looks like a very interesting match. 3 seeds apart. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're in for another exciting match as well. DaimChocoBar has... Oh, we're already coming into it at the
looks like we're already starting off.
They're starting off with the SV pick. I think this is almost certainly DaimChocoBar's pick. They're the number 1 SV seeded pick in the whole tournament. That's including Bracket A. And they've been showing quite formidable performance on the SV throughout all the map pools. I think they actually wanted to pick this map on DT for their warm-up, but they weren't allowed to do so.
Yeah. DaimChocoBar actually proving themselves that they are truly the best SV player in the tournament so far, as they are actually holding a really solid accuracy. Just barely at the 99.7, or not even, just almost there, but not exactly.
Yeah, we saw this actually picked in the last match, a Group A match, and both of these players are already exceeding the performance of the Group A players. You can see both of these players have probably put a lot of effort into learning this map, but DaimChocoBar's accuracy, 99.7 on the SV pick, is nothing to be scoffed at. So despite ovrxz's performance here, it's going to be a 0.2 DaimChocoBar.
At a 990 to start off the match. What a way to start off the match. This is probably an insane score.
Yeah,
despite the 150.
This is probably the highest score we'll see on this pick. I think our other SV number 2 seed is Jokey, but their match is not being streamed, I think. So we might not see a stronger score on this stream today, sadly.
Yeah. We'll have to see if... Oh, that wasn't...
Oh, right, yeah, that was last week's SV pick, of course. I got so confused.
Okay.
Never mind.
Well, I'm pretty sure that DaimChocoBar can get a really good SV score for this pool.
Okay, so we see ovrxz here wins the roll. He's got made it so hard.
Okay, so... Is there a specific order for bans and protects?
Yep, so we're going to see ovrxz protect first, and then DaimChocoBar will both protect and ban. And then...
so it's like... So it's A-B... Wait, no, A-A-B-B, I think.
Yeah, so ovrxz will protect first and ban last.
Okay, alright.
So it favors the higher roller in both circumstances.
Yeah.
So I think ovrxz... we'll see how the LNs turn out. It's always a big question mark, right, with players, like where they sit with the LN. But we're going to see ovrxz the first Rice pick, so I think they're going to go for more of the Rice-centric picks.
Yeah, I think that's the case as well. I think ovrxz has to ban the SV. Wait, is SV allowed to be banned? I would assume it's not.
Nah, I think we will see DaimChocoBar protect the SV.
Yeah,
I highly suspect it.
Yeah, that's probably going to be a really interesting protect. Actually, not even interesting, despite just because they're like seed 1 in the SV.
Yeah.
So I would expect them to protect the SV just slightly.
Yeah, in the qualifiers, I think DaimChocoBar actually put up a very strong performance on the LNs as well. So we might see SV protect and a Rice ban from DaimChocoBar, which is I don't think I've seen that before.
Okay, and it looks like DaimChocoBar is actually going to protect the SV. Not a surprise.
No surprises there.
Not a surprise.
Now the big question is, what will they go for the ban? They said they wanted to actually ban Rice 1, so I wonder if they'll go ahead and ban maybe Rice 2 or 3?
Yeah, I think that the Rice is probably what they're going to go for to ban. Because I think that ovrxz is really a strong Rice player. Just looking at these scores from last week.
Yeah, I think in this matchup, the Rice is definitely favored towards ovrxz.
Yeah.
And then we'll have to see whether or not the hybrid picks are enough to trip up ovrxz's accuracy as well.
Yeah.
Just sorting out the protects here in the chat here.
Oh, ovrxz did not protect actually. They're gonna try protecting the Rice. If I had to guess, it would probably be maybe Rice 3.
Yeah, so Rice 1 protect for ovrxz, and then we're gonna see DaimChocoBar's ban coming in here as well.
Oh yeah, it is Rice 1. Okay, my bad.
That's it. I think it's a bit out of order here right now. So the first ban for Choco.
They're gonna ban Rice 3. I if I had to guess, Rice 3 is probably gonna be the ban.
Yeah, I could see really anything being a choice here. I'm not really. I don't think there's any clear-cut answers here. Obviously,
Yeah,
if you're ovrxz, you really want to ban the SV, but they're no longer an option.
Yeah. Oh, Rice 5. Okay, that's actually a smart ban from DaimChocoBar.
Yeah, I think Rice 5 is definitely the most difficult Rice pick to be consistent on. The lands are so easy to just drop on. We saw actually in last match a lot of drops towards the end as well with the surprise mini jacks as well. It's very taxing as well, especially if you're a player that succumbs to nerves as well.
Yeah, those mini jacks can probably contribute really easily. Oh, and wow. Okay, so LN1 is going to be banned. That's the coordination, I'm pretty sure.
Yes, Bird Brain being banned here.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, again, it is banned for both stream matches so far today.
Nobody likes LN1. That's crazy.
No one wants to jam it out, which is unfortunate.
Yeah. And ovrxz is going to get the first pick. So they would probably go for the Rice.
Yeah, I think we're going to see Rice 1 straight out the gate here. Oh,
Rice 2. Okay, that's going to be... I don't want to read that title.
That's alright. We could call it Rice 2. This one, I think, is the easiest map in the pool. We saw last match the most insane score from Blixer on this one with a 998k on Score V2, which is the highest we've seen so far. Just completely cracked. We'll see how these bracket B players do on the map.
Yeah. I feel like this is going to be an interesting pick. I'm pretty sure this is Jump Stream, so and Jump Stream is relatively one of the easiest maps that people can act in a tournament setting.
Yeah, it is commonly referred to as like the safe pick of the group. So we'll have to see how they do.
Yeah, though it is most of these Jump Stream picks are really close.
Yeah, for sure. I think ovrxz does edge out DaimChocoBar on the Rice picks. In the qualifiers, they did score slightly higher, but it's not such a big difference where I'm convinced that this is a complete sweep. I think the only map that we'll see a complete potential sweep on is the SV pick that DaimChocoBar, I have no doubt, has an insane score on.
Yeah. I feel like that's what's going to happen.
But everything else, I think, is really up for grabs for any player.
Yeah. Right. I think the Rice 2 was big. I don't know. I think the ref didn't select the map yet.
Yeah, we're just pending here, the map starting. Here we go.
Okay, there we go. I'm actually interested to see how this pick will go.
Yeah, this one really has come down to the accuracy in most matchups. We will see, like, a miss on this map is quite devastating usually, so we'll have to see how these players do.
A miss is just big news if you even try to get one, because this will be a really close pick from what I would imagine. But here we go. We are underway with the first pick of this match.
Yeah, the first map of the first bracket B match today. DaimChocoBar versus ovrxz. A very close match, I think this will be. You can see DaimChocoBar's accuracy out the gates just a little bit stronger on the ratio. We'll have to see if it holds in the denser sections of the map, though.
So far, DaimChocoBar actually having a really good start, as they are going to be holding a really high accuracy. Dropping the accuracy a little bit. Oh, and they find the... Wow, as I say that. Despite the rough accuracy start from ovrxz, DaimChocoBar actually going to get that miss, and that's going to increase the score lead.
Yeah, the early drop right on the 400 combo mark as well. Like, it couldn't have been worse timing, I think, for DaimChocoBar to miss there. And this chord jackie section here is easy accuracy as well, so missing out on the combo multiplier for it is quite upsetting, I would imagine.
Yeah, especially because ovrxz is really... It seems really comfortable on this pick. I don't think they are going to be finding a drop, so missing at the start of the map is not something that you would want to do when it comes to pick like these.
You can see the jump trill, no players struggling with that one. No 200s dropped there. You can see this combo lead is really all the difference here. The accuracy is dead even otherwise, so it's just this miss that DaimChocoBar picked up that's causing the score differential here.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So the score lead is now going to be dropping just a bit. Oh, and he finds another miss. The score lead is in DaimChocoBar's favor. If DaimChocoBar can actually hold on
to another miss as well from ovrxz as well. It's going to be devastating at the end of this map here. The accuracy as well completely dropping into DaimChocoBar's favor. I think we're going to see... It's going to be rough to bring this one back. I don't think it's going to happen.
Wow, that's actually surprising, because I thought that ovrxz was actually going to crush this pick, but they actually were not as comfortable as I would expect them to be. But
yeah, the chokes towards the end there, 3 clean misses, otherwise would have been a win, I think, for ovrxz. You can see the accuracy difference between these two players on the rice picks though. DaimChocoBar only 89 300s, which I think is 89. Formidable for this bracket.
Wow. And 89 on this type of map is kind of just really hard to get. So props to DaimChocoBar for getting a ratio like that.
Yeah, it was a very strong one. I think now we're going to see what we'd expect. I imagine they're going to go with the SV straight out the gate while they're fresh. But they might hold on to it. We've seen players hold on to their protects for a while.
I wouldn't say that. I feel like, okay, never mind.
Straight into it. No thought. I pick SV. Full stop.
I feel like people are just going straight for their protects nowadays. As their, like, first pick.
Yeah, it is interesting with the SV. It depends, I guess, like, mentally, it depends on how you're feeling with it, right? Like, if you've just been practicing it before the match and you want to, like, ride that wave, you know, the memory wave.
Yeah, it's going to take a lot of practice to master these picks. But I feel like DaimChocoBar has this in the bag if they get a really good score. ovrxz, they could do well on this. I want to see if both of these players actually practice the SV.
Yeah, this one is definitely a step up from last week's pick. So we will see how ovrxz does. It is not as hard as the qualifiers, but we did see that, I mean, compared to DaimChocoBar, I think everyone struggled on Weeble Wobble, but I think ovrxz, there's a very big differential. This is the biggest score differential in the qualifiers between these two players.
Yeah. So this is going to be a really interesting pick. But yeah, let's see what happens. Let's see if they actually practice this. Ooh, and ovrxz actually having a rough start, a really rough start.
Yeah, out the gates here, you can see the accuracy differential is massive. ovrxz rushing a lot on these quick teleports here.
Yeah, ovrxz just dropping. ovrxz dropping a bit of 100s and 200s. So that is going to bump up the score lead if this keeps happening. And he actually finds this.
And we see DaimChocoBar hiding 99.86 coming out of that first section here. This first chorus here is, I think, the hardest part of this SV map. So we'll see if they can hold their accuracy. Another drop from ovrxz though. I think the score differential is almost 1.5x the score on DaimChocoBar's. I think it's going to be rough to bring it back for ovrxz here.
That's actually really devastating for ovrxz, because that was a really big miss. That's actually devastating.
I think this is kind of what we expected coming into this, seeing the seeding for DaimChocoBar. We're just gonna see just how good of a score DaimChocoBar gets on this map.
Yeah, ovrxz just barely at the 90% range. That's kind of going to be really bad for the score lead if ovrxz keeps finding these really bad judgments. But the score lead is just increasing by a lot.
Another miss there. Oh, but a miss for DaimChocoBar.
Oh, wow.
The FC Dream is not real.
Okay, so there is no FCs on this. I meant to say it. FCs.
Yeah, I think at this point, though, it is all but sealed for DaimChocoBar. Already with a score that I think will be higher than ovrxz's final score.
Yeah, and DaimChocoBar 964. Okay.
That's a very strong score, especially on this SV pick. Definitely a step up from last week.
Only one miss. That's kind of just wow.
Yeah. Actually insanely close to their score on Weeble Wobble. Which is 961. Okay.
Yeah, he just barely beating out that score. But yeah, it is now ovrxz's pick. They have to go for their protect if DaimChocoBar went for their protect.
Yeah, we definitely did see the drops are there for the rice pick. So we'll see if ovrxz... I imagine they'll just continue to pick from the rice pool until they run out. I think from here onwards, DaimChocoBar might be looking at some LN or hybrid picks.
Yeah, ovrxz doesn't have that much rice picks left. Only roughly 3 of them left. But it's enough to get some points on the board. But
yeah, if
ovrxz but they're gonna have to go ahead.
If they take the rice picks here for 3 points, they still have to find a win on one of these hybrid or LN picks.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, if they're gonna win these 3 rice picks, they would have to win an LN, or they would have to get really lucky.
Yeah, we see here Swamp Thing picked for ovrxz, the Rice 4, mini jack pick. I think this one is one that definitely has potential for drops if you're not comfortable with transitions in and out of mini jacks. But if you are very comfortable with those, the accuracy potential on this map is very high. So we will have to see whether or not DaimChocoBar is comfortable enough to out accuracy this, because we saw in in pick 1 that their accuracy is very strong.
Yeah. And looking at Rice 2, the ratio is actually pretty good. So
especially in the matchup.
Yeah, I'm interested to see. But ovrxz actually having the accuracy lead, but both players dropping the accuracy, not by much. It is roughly just 0.1, actually no, 0.01 accuracy difference. Oh, but ovrxz finding those. Oh,
I think this will very much come down to who can drop the least here. We can see players struggling a little bit with the transitions here and these rough bursty bits here. But no players actually having trouble with it though.
Yeah, both players really struggling on this big. But the score lead is flickering, and I don't even know who has this anymore.
There's a very slight lead for ovrxz here. Both players basically trading 200s back and forth here. Slight accuracy drops. What a miss from
DaimChocoBar. That is going to be... Yeah, that miss was going to be the nail in the coffin. Unless ovrxz finds a miss to trade that miss back. But it looks like it's...
the map.
Yeah, we're half the map in. It looks like that's not going to happen, though. As ovrxz is actually holding really strong.
We can see now that miss slowly building a lead for ovrxz. Still in effect here until the 400 combo mark. So we've got 100 more combo of lead building for ovrxz. If they can hold on to this combo that they have and pull the FC off, I think it's a sure thing for them.
Yeah.
We'll have to see.
There's still a bit more map left. We're at the last quarter of this map, I believe.
Yeah. And this is the more ruthless part of the map, so we'll have to see if both players can hold onto their combos here. I think DaimChocoBar really needs a drop from ovrxz here. I don't think the accuracy ratio is going to be enough to actually bring this lead back in this amount of time.
Yeah. And it looks like ovrxz is actually going to hold really strong on this map. Oh, okay.
And drop there on the burst.
It isn't going to do much, though, as there is not much map left. And the score lead is just roughly about 4 or 5
closing.
It's slowly going down, but I don't even know if there's much map left.
I don't think it's enough. I think if it was 200 combo earlier, we might be having a different conversation. But as it stands, it's a 0.4 ovrxz there on Swamp Thing.
Yeah, if they would have missed way earlier, that would have been a different story. But yeah, ovrxz going to take that point.
Yeah, we can see here the scores look almost identical. Just a few extra accuracy drops from DaimChocoBar, and the mistiming being a little bit more unfortunate is all the difference there.
Yeah, and DaimChocoBar is going to have to pick a LN map. Maybe even a hybrid.
I think the hybrids are definitely on the table. They are, I would say, if you're not comfortable with LNs, they definitely favor the LN player. And we see Hybrid 2 here, Dispel/Function. This is more of our technical pick and accuracy demanding. So I think it's a good fit for DaimChocoBar.
Yeah. Oh, Hybrid 2 is going to be picked. That's really interesting. I thought they were going to go for like LN2 or something. But it's not likely, as DaimChocoBar is actually going to go for that Hybrid 2 pick. Not something I would expect.
Yeah, the remaining LN picks are actually, I think they're quite rough. Like, Conflict being the shield spam map, I think turns off a lot of people who haven't been practicing that like particular pattern. And then Angry Taxi is, I think, by far the most dense LN pick, and it's probably the one that would test DaimChocoBar's LN skills the most. So I think maybe they're a bit hesitant to pick it, or maybe they're holding it out for when they've worn out ovrxz a bit more.
Yeah, I feel like this is going to test to see if ovrxz actually has this in the bag. But I think this is going to be maybe a mini jack heavy hybrid, if I would have to guess. I'm pretty sure that's not the case, but we'll see.
Yeah, this one is quite tricky. There's a few little shield patterns here and there. It's very technical and very difficult to have a consistent accuracy on. So we'll have to see whether or not DaimChocoBar can hold that consistent accuracy lead that they've had, or if the little technical patterns are going to trick them up here.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is his pick, so he might have something up his sleeve for this one.
You can see out the gate already a slight lead for DaimChocoBar in the accuracy, but nothing to write home about, because we're coming into the more involved section of the map. You can see these very technical, very tricky sections here. I don't think players will struggle holding a combo per se on these maps, but they will struggle to hold a very strong accuracy and combo at the same time. It feels like if you're not very comfortable in these patterns, you have to kind of pick one.
Yeah, and the ones that they are picking is actually going to be combo, which is not the worst thing ever, but it is going to matter that much if you can't really hold strong with the accuracy on this map.
Yeah, and you can see the accuracy lead, it's not much. Oh, and a miss from DaimChocoBar is going to make it so that it is nothing, but it returns trade from ovrxz.
Yeah, but the lead is still in ovrxz's favor. If ovrxz finds another miss here, or maybe even a 200, and he drops a 200, and the score lead just goes back to DaimChocoBar, and DaimChocoBar finds a slider break.
Another drop from DaimChocoBar there. Very unfortunate. If there's someone you're going to miss again, it's better to miss back-to-back, but with the small break there in between, reaching nearly the 300 combo mark is going to be a little bit more devastating. As ovrxz builds back up to the 400 combo mark, we're going to see the full extent of the damage.
Yeah, this is questionable at best from both of these players. But, oh, that's a really big miss, and that's going to switch the score lead. The score lead is still really close. I don't even know who has the point anymore.
DaimChocoBar has the 400 combo marks, and another drop from ovrxz here is going to be quite devastating for ovrxz. It's going to take another drop from DaimChocoBar to bring this back into their favor. It's only a 0.1% accuracy diff, and more drops from ovrxz, struggling on the LN picks at the end here.
It looks like ovrxz's stamina actually ran out on this last section, but DaimChocoBar holding on to that 800 combo. This is kind of a really interesting pick, though.
Yeah, I think we're going to close it out here. DaimChocoBar with around a 20,000 point lead. But you can see here the kind of dichotomy that accuracy players kind of face when they're getting up to the limit of their ability. Like, do I focus on the accuracy, or do I try to keep my combo and hope that dropping a few 200s here and there is enough? But you can see for DaimChocoBar, it worked out 900 combo total with a roughly 20,000 point lead on the hybrid 2 pick. Back to ovrxz's pick, I think we will see another Rice 1, maybe Rice 1 picked here.
Yeah, I feel like ovrxz is gonna have to pick their protect if they are in the situation. It's pretty much the panic button at this point, because DaimChocoBar is just so close to being at match point from this point on.
If you don't pick your protect here and you lose the point that you pick, then there's a chance you don't get your protect at all. So we're gonna see Rice 1 here.
There we go. This will be the speed pick, I think.
Yes, this is the speed pick, 131 BPM, but it's 1/6 streams, I believe, or 1/8. So it is a lot faster than 131.
That's very tricky. That's very tricky.
Yeah, so this one, definitely the fastest map in the pool. We'll have to see if DaimChocoBar can keep up. It seems that they're a bit worried about it in the chat there. So, and this is ovrxz's protect, so I'd imagine that they're quite confident on it.
Yeah. It looks like DaimChocoBar does not like this pick at all, judging on the reaction of this pick.
Yeah, I think this is definitely ovrxz's most favored pick in the matchup.
Yeah. Especially because this is speed, and speed is probably the hardest to hack in, like, anything.
Yeah, you have to be very, very confident on that speed to actually get a good ratios. We will see if DaimChocoBar can keep up. I think, again, this is going to be another map where combo is paramount. If you can hold a full combo through this map, it doesn't matter your accuracy. I think as the other player might struggle a bit more than you. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see how this shapes out for the players. It's also quite short as well, so misses are even more detrimental to the player.
Yeah. But so far, both players actually going to be holding a really good accuracy. But DaimChocoBar at the... Okay, never mind. But
yeah, here we go into the first streamy section here. We can see DaimChocoBar holding on quite well. Roughly equal accuracy for both players. There's basically no score lead for anyone, but a 200 drop from DaimChocoBar there is going to put the lead slightly into ovrxz's favor. Yeah, I think this is going to be a question of if players can hold on. You can already see a little crack starting to show in DaimChocoBar's play here. A few 200s here and there, making up a 2,000 point lead in ovrxz's favor.
yeah, ovrxz having the accuracy lead, as both players are actually going to be strong with this map and hold the FCs, each one of them. ovrxz just barely at the 99.7 range, but that is a 200. But that isn't gonna do much, as the accuracy lead is the distance in accuracy lead is kind of massive.
Yeah, we see a 0.2% difference here in ovrxz's favor. Coming into the halfway mark, there's a little under. There's one more pretty rough section that is quite relentless, but I think if this continues, it's going to be a point for ovrxz. I think DaimChocoBar needs to hope for a miss or some sort of choke from ovrxz here to bring this back.
Yeah. It looks like ovrxz is actually going to kind of FC this. It's not really the hardest part of the map.
Yeah,
but consistency matters at this point.
Coming into this last streamy section here, this is where it gets quite relentless, and the choke potential is quite high. But to see if the players can hold on here, you can see DaimChocoBar lagging a bit in their hit, coming back now. But it could spell that they're starting to stam out here.
Oh, but the score lead is going down. What's happening?
Oh, it's getting closer and closer here. I think ovrxz is actually rushing a bit, dropping the accuracy quite a lot. I think they're just trying to hold on here, but it's only 1,000 points here, and they're coming out to the end. It's a 1,600 point lead for ovrxz. That was close, though. The lead started to close towards there. The accuracy is really, really close, only 0.05%.
Yeah, no, I think it was the 200s that made the score lead go down, because I saw a few 200s from ovrxz.
Yeah, ovrxz started actually rushing towards the end there, and then causing a few 200s. I think on the chords, the split on the chords came in there.
Yeah, but he is going to steal that point, and it is now DaimChocoBar's pick. They have to go for an LN pick.
Oh, I think maybe we'll see Hybrid 1 or LN3. Okay, we're going to conflict. LN3. The shield spam LN pick. This is definitely the weirdest of the LN picks. And
this is a really... go ahead.
I say I struggle the most on this one. I'm not particularly an LN player, but this is like niche LN talent, you know?
Yeah. You would have to have really release timing, or really like amazing release timing for this one. But yeah.
It's very easy to completely drop LNs on this one with the shields, especially if you're not careful. The patterns themselves aren't too dense, but it's just very taxing to continuously like hit these mini jack shields.
Yeah, this could go either way in my opinion. We've seen Hybrid 2 and how both players were just finding chain misses here and there.
I do think that LN in general is DaimChocoBar favored. They're actually an accuracy player that favors LN, which I think is quite rare in the accuracy. You usually see core jack favored LN players as like the typical archetype and jump stream and such, but being LN favored accuracy is quite a niche, I think.
Ooh, and ovrxz is actually going to be releasing really early, so the accuracy is just barely at the 99 range. It's not that bad for us for the start of the map, as the score lead is just not that big. So if DaimChocoBar finds a miss, then he can probably get this point.
Yeah, the combo builds up very quickly on LN maps as well, so the misses kind of come out in the wash because there's technically just more notes.
Yeah, and it is 4v2, so releases count as notes, so that's going to be really tricky for both these players.
Yeah, we can see the accuracy I was talking about. Oh, and a miss from ovrxz there on the shields. It's going to be quite rough to come back from that, especially because the accuracy lead was already in DaimChocoBar's favor, and another miss as well for ovrxz.
That's really rough for ovrxz. And it's not even like they were that close to getting that point. It was really close, though.
Yeah, we're coming into the second half of the map and a drop from DaimChocoBar. That's the start of something happening here for ovrxz. We'll see if he continues to drop, but I think the accuracy lead as well is going to be coming into play. Almost 0.5%, actually a little bit more than that on the accuracy lead, so it's going to take a few more drops, but ovrxz is holding over the 400 combo mark. DaimChocoBar just coming up to it now, so we can see the damage, about 17,000 points in DaimChocoBar's favor. So I'm going to take a couple more drops here.
Yeah, if ovrxz wants this point, okay, and ovrxz finds the miss. Yeah, what I was trying to say was, if ovrxz wants this point, then DaimChocoBar is going to have to find really, lots of misses. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
Yeah, and we see the score lead here coming up to the 40,000 point mark. I don't think there's any chance for comeback here now if DaimChocoBar holds onto their combo here in their last bit, and ovrxz dropping once more. I think it seals the deal, bringing it to match point for DaimChocoBar here.
Wow. That is a really smart pick from DaimChocoBar. Just winning that pick by 49,000. But it is going to be match point. ovrxz is probably going to have to pick more rice.
Yeah, so we have one more rice pick left. That is rice pick 3. It's actually been one of the more popular picks as a sort of safe pick in the match. So
yeah,
it'll be interesting to see how ovrxz goes on that. I think the miss potential is a bit lower than the speed pick, but it's much higher than rice 2.
Yeah, this is going to be a really interesting pick.
Of course, we're only assuming that will be the pick. I doubt that You Are Miserable will be picked as another LN heavy hybrid, and Assault Taxi, I think, is the most crazy of the LN picks. So I suspect rice 3 will be the way ovrxz goes. So we have to see.
There could be a chance that ovrxz will try to escape the rice. Okay, yeah.
Hybrid 1, you are miserable. You are the miserable. Oh, never mind.
Okay, wait, no.
Change our mind. Change our mind. Hold.
Change their mind.
Rice 3.
Okay, rice 3. Yeah.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, hybrid 1 was kind of just not the way to go.
I think hybrid 1, it's a rough map if you're not comfortable on the LN, especially that last half. It gets quite difficult. It was actually an edit of the original map. It was nerfed to be a pick for this pool. But we are not going there just yet. Instead, we're going to be alcoholics on rice 3 here.
Yeah, this pick is really interesting, especially because I played this in a tournament before. This pick is kind of just really heavy on the rolls, if that makes sense.
Yeah, this one, it is a bit slower than the speed pick, but it's nothing to scoff at. 128 BPM and the rolls, like you said, come into play. It'll be interesting to see if players can hold a full combo in this, because I think the accuracy might actually be in DaimChocoBar's favor for the rice.
Yeah, especially because they had a way better ratio in this match. But it combo matters at this point. if DaimChocoBar finds a miss on one of these patterns, then it's probably just going to be the nail in the coffin.
Yeah, and here we go. Into match point for DaimChocoBar. Let's see if ovrxz can hold on or if DaimChocoBar will be taking it home today. Coming at the gates, players are evenly matched. Actually a slight lead for ovrxz in the accuracy department. Coming into the more dense sections here, we can see both players struggling quite equally. It's actually no discernible lead for either player. It's pretty much dead even here.
Yeah, DaimChocoBar having the accuracy lead just by a little bit though,
Yes,
but ovrxz
right.
is actually getting accuracy. Oh, that is the worst time to miss.
Yeah, right on the 450 combo mark there, just as the score was starting to build up. That's going to give a big lead to DaimChocoBar. We'll have to see if they can hold on to their combo. They're still seeing the damage coming through until... Oh, and ovrxz doesn't get back to the 400 combo mark before missing again.
That's rough.
And chain misses here. We're struggling to get back to that combo, the 400 combo. We're seeing a 20,000 point lead for DaimChocoBar. We're going to see some big drops from DaimChocoBar.
It's rough for ovrxz, especially because we thought that DaimChocoBar was not going to be as comfortable on this pick as ovrxz was. But ovrxz is actually kind of... the roles are actually kind of swapped with this map. So that's a really interesting thing to think about.
Yeah, ovrxz just struggling to get back up to that 400 combo mark here. And I think unless there's major drops from DaimChocoBar in this last third of the map, we're not going to see... we're not going to see them come back, because not only do they have to get back to the 400 combo mark, but DaimChocoBar has to drop enough times for a 40k score lead to come back.
Yeah, but I don't think there is much map for him to do that anyway. But that's the first miss. Only went down by a bit, so it's not going to hurt the score lead that much.
Yeah, it's just not going to be enough, I think.
Yeah, and the map is about to end. And it looks like DaimChocoBar actually has this in the bag, as ovrxz is kind of gonna keep finding misses. And we are like almost done with the map.
Yeah, coming to the last section here. I think this seals the deal for ovrxz.
That is going to be it. DaimChocoBar is going to take this match.
5 200s for DaimChocoBar with one clean miss there. That will be it. Group B winners bracket. So ovrxz is not out yet. They're just going down to the losers bracket. DaimChocoBar will continue on their rampage in the winners bracket here.
Yeah, congratulations to DaimChocoBar. Really insane performance from them, and I hope to see more from them. Congratulations to ovrxz as well. They did really well on the rice picks.
Yeah, very formidable performance from both players here. Very excited to see DaimChocoBar continue to just tear on the SV picks, especially as they get more difficult. We'll have to see if their physical capabilities can match up with their SV capabilities coming into the later rounds.
Yeah, so we will see what happens from here on out with the Group B. But yeah, that is going to be it, unless there's nothing else to say.
Yeah, we have a short break here before our next match in the Group A, Genesis versus Limo 231. But we will see you then. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. Thank you for joining us, and I want to say also thank you to our streamer Epsilon today. Do you have any closing words?
Good luck to the remaining players, especially to the ones that are playing in 15 minutes. Yeah. I mean, just good luck to everyone in the tournament in general. I don't want to discredit anyone in this tournament because these seem like really strong players. But yeah, that's it from me. So yeah, goodbye.
Thank you very much, everyone. See ya.